everybody, and once again, welcome to our show. This is Dr. Chelsa tumagin live here in the Philippines, and I'm so excited to introduce to you a very important person that I would say I'm impressed because even though it's already midnight, but he still managed to accept our invitation. And this man, none other, our very strong leader and candidate for senatorial here in the Philippines, Attorney Glenn Chong.
Hi, Dr. Chelsa.
Welcome, Attorney. And I know it's a really tiring day for you coming from Manila, but you still managed to come. I appreciate that too much. And
thank you.
Yes, and let's go direct to the point. I'm just curious, Attorney, that I know you're already very successful, but you are now jumping to the most, let's say, exciting moment in the history of our politics in the Philippines today by running as a senator. So, what is really your vision, and why did you decide to come on board and be part of this big event?
First of all, Doctor, I thank you for having me in your program.
Yes.
It gives me another platform, forum by which I can expand my message to the people. Honestly, I did not really want to run, but I was forced by circumstances.
I know.
I have been fighting for clean, honest elections from 2010 until today, 2019. That's a lot. That's a long 9 years. My point is that if I will just suddenly stop, even if I wanted to stop, but I cannot just simply stop abruptly because I was afraid of the insinuations of Smartmatic, my number one opponent, and I'm also their number one opponent. Enemy number one of Smartmatic is Glenn Chong. And the feeling is mutual because I hate these cheats. So really, to the core, I hate these cheats. So if I were simply to stop abruptly, they would insinuate that they already bought me, and that it would be very hard for me to recover because my action of suddenly stopping would lend credibility to the insinuation that they bought me. Lisod na gyud makarecover ang usa ka tawo kung pasanginlan nga gibayran siya.
Correct. So now
I know
you're gonna
that.
shout out.
So that's why I was forced to file a certificate of candidacy, if only to send a message out to the people through these various platforms, fora that are available to political candidates. Mo nang I choose senator. Actually, I choose party list. Practically, it's easier to win. But all my three options were lost one after the other. So what remains was that of the senator. I know it's very difficult to win this battle. It's almost impossible. But I have faith in God. That the God I believed in for the last 9 years.
You hit the mark.
For the last 9 years, who sustained me. The God I believed in, who for the last 9 years really sustained me in this battle. So I prayed to Him, where will I go? For senator or for party list? And of course, while I was praying, I was asking for guidance from God. I was also cheating, sort of. I prepared 3 party lists only to find them falling one after the other apart. So I was left with that of the senator and had no choice but to run. And originally, I only wanted to run to make a statement. To run to make a statement, to give the message to our people, which mainstream media has successfully killed or has successfully hidden from the public because Smartmatic is paying them.
I know.
No, Smartmatic is paying them. No news comes out in the TV, in the newspaper, in the radio. Wala gyud magawas. Everything is hidden from the public. So this is the only opportunity I have to reach out to the people. So I was only about to run to make a statement, but then when they kidnapped, they tortured and murdered my most loyal personal aide, Richard Santillan, about 3 months ago. He was abducted, he was kidnapped, and he was peppered with bullets, including my car. And then he was set up on the road. They made it appear like it was a legitimate police operation. 19 police officers are involved. And I have already charged preliminarily for obstruction of justice 2 police generals and 3 police colonels. So these actions, what I'm showing is that not all Filipinos are afraid of generals and colonels.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to make a very strong statement that even if you're a general, you are a colonel, And even if you're 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of you, Glenn Chong is never afraid of you. At least this time, we have to show that we're willing to shed our blood to keep our country free, especially of these kind of police officers, scalawags, who taint the uniform of our honest police officers. So, because of what happened to Richard, I will never forgive them. I have been very, very vocal about this. My soul will not rest until I get justice for him. So therefore, when I first decided to run, to make a statement, no, now, I am running to make a win. Because when I win, I know it's not only that I can give justice to Richard, but I can use his death to reform the police forces, to reform the slow-paced justice system in the Philippines. So that is the only way I can do to repay Richard for his sacrifice. I know he was made to choose between life and death. Life as a traitor to me, and death in order to preserve me, protect my integrity. And I want to repay him for what he did, for his sacrifice. And the only way to do that is if I can reform the police forces, prevent the scalawags and the goons for hire hiding in the uniform of the police from committing these crimes against innocent civilians. And the other one is if we can reform our justice system and make it faster, the justice system to move faster so that criminals will be deterred from committing these crimes because they know that justice will come sooner than later. So these are the improvements I wanted to make. But again, I go back, the vision I wanted I go back to my primary, the number one priority, my priority, legislative priority is to reform also our election system.
Correct.
We have to throw Smartmatic out. No ifs, no buts. Smartmatic must be kicked out of this country. And then we have to institute a new system, a hybrid election system, where the voting is manual, but the votes will also have to be counted manually to prevent widespread automated cheating.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you can transmit the results. You still have results fairly for all positions within the same day of the elections. But with the added security, now, since the votes are counted in the precinct level, then you have the correct count of the votes. So any other manipulation after the precinct level counting can be easily discovered and prevented. So these are the things that I want to do. But the third one is I really want to improve the lot of our people. As I have said, I have a concrete plan on how to do this. I previously stated this over and over again, that while the Philippine economy is growing 6% a year, and that is fairly fast, we need to make our economy grow faster at 10 to 12% per year, so that our economy doubles every less than 10 years, and we're able to uplift as many lives as possible from the gut-wrenching poverty. So, like for example, in the case of China was growing double-digit every year. So within a span of 20 years, China was able to uplift more than 700 million Chinese from poverty. So you see, so how do we do this? We need to attract foreign investments because Filipino capital is not sufficient to make our economy grow 10-12% per year. So we can only attract foreign investments if we improve significantly our ease of doing business. We have to cut on red tape, we have to cut on corruption, so that this foreign capital will flow and brick and mortar factories and businesses will sprout all over the country. Jobs are given to our people, then the well-being of our people will improve. The standards of living will improve. And that's how we can do this. But then again, we have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. If we want this vision to come alive, if we want this vision to be achieved, then we have to start somewhere. And I believe that starting that somewhere should be today, now, today. Not tomorrow, not another month, not another year, not another decade. It has to be today. That's why I'm asking the people to give me your trust. Trust me. It's only 6 years I'm asking you. And let me prove to you that you never failed and you never committed a mistake in choosing me.
Yeah.
So I've always repeated this again and again. It's not merely an empty promise, but I have already done this when I was congressman in Biliran. When I first started as congressman, I was only 32 years old, very inexperienced in politics, in public service, in public governance, public administration. I have nothing except my young age of 32. Yet, I was able to uplift the lives of more than one half of the poor people in Biliran. When I started in 2007, poverty incidence in Biliran was 65%. 65%, meaning to say close to 7 persons for every 10 people in Biliran were poor. But when I ended my term 3 years later, when I was cheated by Smartmatic, the poverty incidence dropped to under 30%. So under 30%, so only less than 3 people were poor by the time I left Biliran.
Wow.
So I was able to uplift more than one half of all the poor people in Biliran in just 3 years.
Okay, wow. After hearing your vision and your platform, there is no way, I think, attorney, that people in the Philippines, especially the youth, I can't believe that they want, vote you for as the #1 senator in this coming election.
Thank you, ma'am.
Also, I am really, really committed to support you 100%.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, not because you're Visaya that I'm biased, but it's because I know you're intelligent, you're smart, but most of all is you have, like, I would say close to perfect, not perfect because only God is perfect, but kung unsa na inyong gipangita sa pagka-senador, buotan, ligdong, tarong, so asa mangita mangitaan na this time musulay lang yun ta og pili og usa ka kana ang tao nga muran dinha kaabag sa atong presidente nga dako kay nga posisyon nga dako jud kay ikatabang alang sa kaugmaon sa atong nasod nga this time usulayan lang gid nato, tama tong giingon ni Senator, just give me 6 years and after that okay na, dako na kay siya mabuhat para gyud sa tinuod nga kausaban sa ato ang nasod sa Pilipinas. Unya ako sad negosyante sad ko, so kasabot jud ko nga katong imong giingon nga nganong ma-compare man gyud nato nga ang China dali man gyud kay sila, unya maayo man gyud ang ilahang financial, unya nganong ang Pilipinas dili man, attorney. So based on your explanation tanan, I think it's so clear and we gonna forward this message through our Rise Communication Network and through the effort of our members of our organization. And just to let you know that I'm here in the Philippines to promote and support Hopong Federal Movement, but we are non-partisan. So whoever coming to our show, to our studio, welcome. And we would like to really invite as many as we can, attorney. And you are so blessed because you are the very first. And I believe in your first statement that this is not really your desire to win at first. You just want to be heard. And I want to reiterate that. And I'm so proud when you tell that it's really God's purpose. And to me, I don't believe in accident. I believe in divine appointment.
Yes.
And I believe in God's purpose and our meeting together after so many years. And why I'm here? Because I'm here to support candidates. And of course, there's no more wasting time. And it's now, so we are trying to reach millions and millions of Filipinos out there and to really reach out them for you to be heard, attorney. And
Yes, ma'am.
I would say right now you really deserve to be the next senator of our country, Philippines.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the trust, for the confidence. I can promise you that I will take good care of that trust and confidence. Akong yung ampingan ang pagsalig o pag-suporta sa katawhan kanako.
Okay.
Ampingan akong like it's my very own valuable thing. And para makasukli sa ko sa atong katawhan pagkatapos sa saktong panahon.
Unya, ako sang tawgon si Miss Madam Merlyn Balatbat. Ako ning introduce. Diri madam kay aron makita ka kay ikaw magyud ang nakailagid aning Glen many years ago niya. Ako kang ipakita sa public tungod kay kung wala ni si Madam Merlyn, wala sige gyud naghisgot nimo way back pa wa pa ko mo adto bilan nga Chelsea, pero niingon ko, kakita na ko sa TV, o niya, maugid na di siya ang Attorney Glenn Chong, nga anak ni Mrs. Adelpha Chung. Say, yes, mauni ko, wow, Bisaya ning ran og senador murag kanang 1 in a million man na grabe yun kaisog. Okay, so unsa may imong ikasulti, madam, nga bahin sa ato ang kandidato?
Basta kay gasali gid mi ni Glenn, kay bisag si Mister, basta ikakita yun niya sa TV, like tawag na ko, oy, dali day, kay diyan na si Glenn, tawag ka din si Adelpa, kay basig ko, ako nung tanaw, tawag si ko na Adelpa, tanaw na po di ay, pero tungos kadugay na namong kaila,
Oo.
na nga, suhito yung unsay kinaiya nila,
No, ako pasalamat siguro nagkailami ni Ma'am Merlyn. Dugay na ni pagsugod pa, di ba, mga 2004, 2000. Dugay pa, before
Dugay
that,
pa.
long before that.
Okay
O katong di pa ako abogado. 1990s pa to. Pagkakita bitaw na ko nimo ni yung jud ko nimo na. Wa jud na nabago imong naong maura gyud gyapon. You never aged.
Praise the Lord.
So, mao na yung sikreto. Oo.
Basta kay suhito na kay ni Adelpa, kunta kay mi kanunay. Oo, so mo tong bisan tong pag kuan ni Glenn sa katong pagtikasan siya sa Picos. Tabang yun ato kuan po. Okay,
Support.
Pasalamat siguro Ma'am Merlyn.
Hindi siya ato.
Salamat siguro Ma'am Merlyn ug kang sir. And they have been with me. In as much as I am also very thankful for my mom, to my mom and my dad,
Yes.
who never left me.
So, anyway,
pag umangkol dito sa Manila, nakaila man jud nimo.
sige lang, attorney karon kay midnight man yun niya, maybe week pagsunod nimong balik napatay next time nga
Yes,
atong
ma'am.
i-follow up si attorney Glenn sa iyahang campaign o unsa na iyahang kana ang gibati o asa na siya dapita, but dili lalim ang dako kayo nga sakripisyo nga iyang gihatag sa katawhan o bang hinakot ta nga kita this time no vote buying, and we have to be wise nga dili na ta magpadala lang og unsa kun dili ato yung klaruhon, ato yung imbestigahon o kanang mubutag gyud ta sa sakto nga tao nga atong palingkuron gyud sa Senado, kay importante kay na ani, especially this time nga dako kaayo og damgo ang atong presidente nga mausab ang hitsura sa ato ang nasod. So we hope that we can select the right senators that will really help our president in all his plans for the last 3 years staying in the office as a president. So
Yes, ma'am.
once again, thank you very much for watching our show, and this moment magpasalamat ko especially sa ato ang director all the way from Las Vegas, Mr. Sean Carter. Thank you so much for volunteering and giving your life to the Philippines just to support this 2019 election for our senators, congressmen, mayors, and sangguniang bayan members. This is big deals because these are our cream of the crop, the top leaders of our country, that seriously we have to pay attention for the next 45 days more to go, that we can't afford to make mistakes. So once again, thank you for watching this show and hope to see you next time. This is Dr. Chelsa and our guest, Attorney Senator
Thank you,
Glenn
thank you,
Chong,
Doctor.
and Madam Merlyn
Thank you,
Balatbat,
Rosa.
my very good
Thank
friend.
you.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Daghan kayo kay
and
salamat.
have a great day and see you next time.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Audio Jungle.